Hello, my name is Katie Leung. I'm an associate professor in the Duke NUS Medical School of Singapore. Today, I'm giving you some information for the patient-reported outcome PRPs to measure physical function domain in PSA. This video is developed together with our GRAPPA patient research partners, Niti Goel and Jeffrey Chow. The GRAPPA has committed to standardize outcome measures for PSA for both clinical trials and observational studies according to the OMERACT methodology. The PSA Physical Function Working Group has decided to take 6 patient-reported outcome PRPs forward. They are the HAQ-DI, HAQ-S, MHAQ, MD-HAQ, SF36PF, and PROMIS PF10A. We will be conducting surveys to collect your opinion on domain match and feasibility of these PRPs. In this video, we are giving you information of the 6 PRPs. This is the updated 2016 PSA core domain set, and physical function is one of the core domains to be measured in every randomized controlled trials and longitudinal observational study. The physical function domain is defined as being able to perform physical activities such as upper or lower limb function and balance, etc. In this yellow box, you can read about some of the ways patients described about physical function from the International Focus Group study conducted by GRAPPA. Physical function can be measured in 2 main ways. One way is a performance-based measurement, where participants are asked to do some task in a simulation environment, such as simulation kitchen in an occupational therapy center. Another way is to use PRPs, patient-reported outcome. Through several discussion sessions and Delphi exercises, the GRAPPA Physical Function Working Group has decided to take 6 PRPs forward for appraisal. I'm now taking you through them one by one. For each PRP, I will give you a summary and show you the form in the following slide. You can pause the video at any time in case you need more time to read through the form.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Chow, a patient research partner. Here, I'm introducing to you the HAQ-DI, Health Assessment Questionnaire Disability Index. It is a generic measure of health status or physical function. It has been used as a standard prompt in many clinical trials and observational studies, and it is available in multiple languages. The HAQ-DI has 20 items and 8 categories: dressing, arising, eating, walking, hygiene, reach, grip, and activities. Each item has a companion aids, assistant variable. If these aids, assistant variables are checked, the total score will increase, with higher scores indicating more disability. The total score range is from 0, no disability, to 3, very disabled. A score of 0 to 0.5 means minimal disability. The minimally clinically important differences is 0.35. That is, you need a change of score of 0.35 to call it a meaningful change. Now, we come to the second prompt, the HAQ-S. It is a modification of the original HAQ-DI. It has 5 additional items for spine mobility. HAQ-S was tested in one study in PSA and found to work similarly for patients with or without spine involvement. However, there were not many patients with spine involvement in that study. Therefore, it is unknown whether the additional items may be working differently in patients with spine involvement. In a big registry in the USA, the Corona Registry, PSA patients are being administered both the HAQ-DI and HAQ-S. Once we analyze the data set, it may give an answer to the question. Here, I'm showing the additional 5 items for HAQ-S that covers 2 more areas than the HAQ-DI. They are activities and driving a car.
Next, we come to the MHAQ, or the modified HAG. It is a total modification of the original HAG DI, simplified from 20 to 8 items. Therefore, it has a totally different structure than the HAG DI. The scoring is also more simple than the HAG DI, which is calculating the mean of the 8 items. As the MHAG is relatively new, there are only a few ongoing validation studies of the MHAG in PSA. Indeed, more research is needed for the MHAG in PSA. Now, we come to the MDHAG, the 10 physical function question in the multi-dimensional HAG. These questions were also used in the Rapid 3 questionnaire, which is meant for daily clinical use. The first 10 items of the Rapid 3 or MDHAG showing in the red box here are purely to assess physical ability and can be added up to an individual score. Within these 10 items of the MDHAG, the first 8 items are the same as the MHAG. The 2 items added on are walk 2 miles and participate in recreational activities. To assess physical function, the entire questionnaire shown in this slide should be administered. SF36PF, Medical Outcome Study, short form 36 item, physical functioning. The SF36 is the standard problem for measurement of health-related quality of life in clinical trials. Within the SF36, there are 8 domains. These include physical functioning, raw physical, bodily pain, general health, vitality, social functioning, raw emotion, and mental health. The 10-item physical functioning domain of SF36 measures physical function. The SF36 has been validated in PSA patients. Showing here are the 10 items of the SF36PF. The scoring is just the mean of the total. The score is usually standardized to 0 to 100 for reporting. To get the SF36PF, the entire SF36 36 items must be administered. Now we come to the last problem. It is the PROMIS physical function. The PROMIS physical function is a universal measure of self-reported capacity of performance of physical function. The items come from banking physical function items from many sources. Then, these items are calibrated using a special statistical technique. The full bank for physical function has 124 items. There are 2 ways to assess PROMIS physical function. One way is a short form. Just like the traditional instruments, it has 10 items to be administered to patients. Another way is the computer adaptive test, CAT. The CAT uses a computer algorithm to choose the next item based on the patient's response to the last item. Using the computer to choose in this way will allow a smaller number of items to be answered to give an accurate estimate of the physical function. For this project, however, we are only evaluating the PROMIS physical function short form. Showing here is the PROMIS PF10A, which is the short form. PROMIS PF10A is a new instrument, and items are taken from an item bank. It has lots of potential in accurately measuring physical function in PSA with a smaller number of items. There are only a few studies on validation of PROMIS PF10A in rheumatoid arthritis, but none currently is done in PSA. More research is needed for the use of PROMIS PF10A in PSA. And that ends the introduction to the 6 problems for physical function in PSA. This is a recap of the OMERACT filter 2.1 instrument selection algorithm. The first step is domain match and feasibility. Domain match is whether the instrument is matching to the domain intended to measure. For instance, whether the probes are matching with the physical function domain in PSA. Feasibility talks about how feasible the probes are when used in clinical trials and observational trial settings. Each of this will be judged by using the traffic light signals, Green means good to go. Amber means there are some concern but still can pursue. Red means the PRPs is not good and evaluation will not be continued. Now talking about the survey. For each PRP, there will be 3 questions on domain match, followed by an overall conclusion using the traffic light signals. Green is good to go. Amber, some cautious but okay. Red is not right for this application. For feasibility, there will be 8 questions, and then an overall conclusion using the same traffic light signals. This is a summary on the question you would be seeing in the survey for domain match and feasibility. During the survey, there will be links to the relevant PRPs. Of course, you are always welcome to play back this video for information. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this gives you a better idea of the 6 PRPs for physical function in PSA. I would like to invite you to give your precious opinion on domain match and feasibility for the PRPs. The GRAPPA secretary will send the link to your email.